What is up, YouTube? Long time no see. Oh, hello, kitty cat. She wants to say hello as well. Oh, she's so pretty. Hi, Nyago. You want to say hi to them, Nyago? She's just so ugly. She's so ugly and smelly. It has been about 4 or 5 years since I last posted a video on this channel. And if you are still subscribed and sitting there waiting dead as fuck for me to upload a video onto this channel, well then this is for you, my friend. Cat hair. You, my friend, are the real MVP. And I very much appreciate your subscription. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I suggest you do subscribe because I have some very exciting announcements in this video for you. So, Christian, where have you been for the past 4 or 5 years? And why have you not uploaded a video? Well, to summarize it in short, I basically went to college. When I was making my YouTube videos, I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade, okay? And I was being basically homeschooled, right? And so I had all this free time on my hands, and I was like a very crazy kid, didn't know himself, didn't understand the world. Nobody felt like, or at least I felt like nobody really understood me, right? So I started making YouTube videos, and they were just like horrible and so embarrassing. Like, my YouTube channel is literally my dirty past. And so right now I'm at a point in my life where I am merging my dirty past with my future. And it is fucking scary. To my surprise, at least, many of my friends and coworkers are having like very positive reactions to my videos, and they really like them, and so I'm very, very excited. I'm glad they like them, and I'm glad that so many of you who watch them also really liked them while I was posting them. But I went to school, I started studying theater with a focus in acting, and now that I'm a year away from graduating, I really just want to go back to making my YouTube videos, you know, making my own content, playing my characters and putting myself out there, but being more open about it this time. I think I really like hit it. That was like my second life while I was making my YouTube videos. I was at home doing this, and then anything else going on outside of that was like my personal life, right? So right now at 22 years old, I've been on a sort of a path of self-discovery. I'm so curious to know more about the world and myself and who I am and where I come from, and what does it mean to be alive? You know, what does it mean to be a human? What are we experiencing as a human? These are all the questions that I've had growing up, and I think so much about these things, and so much of it makes sense now because one day while I was working as an audience member for the TV show Doce Corazones on Univision, the co-host of the show, which is sort of this like psychic guy, he's very much into like the zodiac signs, and he pairs couples up based on their zodiac signs and their moon and sun signs, and so he's very into this astrology thing. He's very good at it. And so he comes up to the audience one day, and he looks straight at me, and he just kind of gives me this like serious sort of a stare, right? He's kind of just like analyzing me. I could tell that's, you know, that's what he was doing. And then he goes, "You're an indigo child." I know, my thoughts exactly. Like, what is that? What does that even mean? And so he briefly explained what it was, and then he asked me to go and look into it. And I did later that day, and I didn't really think anything much of it because at the time, I wasn't really into that sort of stuff. I didn't really believe in that kind of a thing, you know what I mean? I knew I was special, and I felt like I was special, and I had this divine purpose in life, but I really didn't know what it was. Even then, when I read about indigo children, it didn't answer any of those questions for me. I didn't really like dig too much into it until recently, that I've been on sort of this path of self-discovery and figuring out who I am. That I thought back to this moment, and I decided to look into it and read more about it and really educate myself on the topic. And holy cow! Let me tell you, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily believe in this type of stuff, but I cannot deny that I 110% fit the bill of an indigo child, right? And so now, enough of the shit. What is an indigo child? So basically, indigo children are old souls, right? They're said to be old souls that have come into our world at this moment in our time to uplift humanity, to evolve humanity, to bring humanity into our next evolutionary stage. And so how are we doing that? What does that all mean? So what we are currently experiencing is a great awakening, right? The great awakening of the 21st century. That's what is happening right now. It's what is beginning to happen. And what the mission of an Indigo child is basically to change the world. And we know that the world cannot change unless we change. So we have to be the change to change the world. And so we are coming into this world to take humanity into our next paradigm and to lead through compassion, through love, through evidence, creating unity and oneness in the world, which is what we so desperately need in our current times, right? So much going on in the world. It's such a great time for me, I feel like, to put myself back out there and start being the voice of reason, start being the voice of light, and start enlightening people and guiding them through as we get through this moment in our time. And an Indigo child is born essentially with these characteristics, right? They're very compassionate and loving. They're sort of telepathic, you know. Some of them come with sort of this like higher intellect, this knowing of what the truth of life is and how the cycle of life works. Now, I'm very respectful of other people's beliefs, and so I don't want to dive too much into that. But if you are interested in learning about this topic and what it means to be an Indigo child, let me know. I'm definitely willing to make a video on it. So in addition to this Indigo spiritual awakening that I've had, I've become so curious to know more about the world and who I am and where I come from, right? Again, and so part of that involves, you know, figuring out and knowing my ancestral lineage. You know, where did my ancestors come from? What am I even composed of? I really don't even know. I know that I'm Mexican, but Mexico is not a race, it's a country, right? And so I decided, why not try out the 23andMe Ancestry DNA test kit. And I have even more exciting news for you. I am not doing it alone. I actually brought up the idea to a few other friends of mine from school, and they really liked the idea of doing the DNA test. They've been wanting to do it. There's so many people that I know that have been wanting to do it. So I thought of this idea, why not? For our first video, let's just do the 23andMe Ancestry DNA test. It's going to be about 5 of us, all revealing our results at the same time. It's going to be huge. It's going to be so exciting and like an eye-opening experience. I'm expecting some tears out of my eyes, maybe not anyone else's, but mine for sure. So stay tuned for that video. And here is some more exciting news for you. That video will not be posted here on my channel. I am actually going to go and start a brand new YouTube channel specifically for the new era of my videos. You can think of it that way. Me and 3 of my other friends from school, we're going to start a YouTube channel, and we're going to start making our own videos, writing our own content and recording our scripts, and we're going to be posting them on there. And the very first video that we're going to post on the channel is the, you know, big 23andMe Ancestry DNA reveal. So you can definitely expect that coming your way in 6 to 8 weeks. And when I do post a video for that, I will post a link for it in the description for you to see as well. That's it for today. I'm very excited to get back out there. I hope you guys are still watching. I hope you guys tune in to all the great stuff that me and my friends are going to be putting out there. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to work very, very hard to make it good and to make it worth your time to watch. So please do watch. So nothing but peace and love, my friends. Stay tuned, and I will talk to you guys very, very shortly.